You may be going to Libya for business purposes, or you're already living in Libya and you are in need for a Libyan SIM card. You may be wondering, well, what do I need to know about SIM cards in Libya? What is the best one? How much do SIM card cost? Where to get them? Stuff like that. Well, in this video I will tell you everything about buying a SIM card in Libya, and there are 10 things you need to be aware of. So let's just get started. Hi, it's Odo from Phone Travelers, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, from local SIM cards, phone which provider, phone travel tips, everything related to traveling with your phone. Today we'll be talking about 10 things you need to know about buying a SIM card in Libya. Number 1, the operators in Libya. We have 2 operators in Libya. We have Libyana and Madar, which is also referred to as simply Madar, which I will do in this video because it's a bit easier to say. These operators, they also have Arabic names, but there are 2 issues. 1, I cannot read Arabic, and 2, I will probably mispronounce it badly, so I will just use the English names. Number 2, the best SIM card in Libya. Well, the best SIM card in Libya is both Libyana and Madar. The thing is that the coverage with both operators is kind of similar, the prices are similar, and the main difference between the operators is the data packages or the combo plans that they offer. But if you go with Libyana or Madar, it doesn't really matter that much when referring to the quality of service wise and coverage wise. Number 3, where to get your Libyan SIM card. Well, you can get the Libyana SIM card or Madar SIM card at the official stores. So go to your local, well not your local, but go to a Libyana store or Madar store. Go there, make sure to bring a passport with you, which is the next number, but yeah, you can just simply get them there. And number 4, which I already spoiled a little bit, which is the SIM card registration regulations in Libya. Just like almost every country in Africa and all countries in North Africa, you need to register your passport details when buying a SIM card in Libya. So make sure to bring your passport with you, otherwise they cannot sell you your SIM card. Number 5, do you need a VPN in Libya? Well, the thing is, internet freedom in Libya is partially free. There are some countries, especially in the Middle East, it's even worse than Libya, and they score Libya 49 or 50 out of 100. So it's okay, but it's not 100% free. So if you want to access certain websites or just browse the web without the ISPs or the government spying on you, make sure to get a virtual private network which encrypts your data with encrypted tunnel. And get 2 VPN providers that I would really recommend, which are NordVPN and Surfshark, which are both linked in the description down below and the pinned comment. And what the VPN will do is it will mask your IP and redirect it to the servers so that the ISP cannot see where you're actually going, and the website that you are accessing, which could be blocked, is now, well, accessible for you. You can learn more about NordVPN and Surfshark if you go to phonetourist.com/go/NordVPN or phonetourist.com/go/Surfshark. Just a disclosure, if you use any of these links that I mentioned in this video, I will earn a small commission for being an affiliate for them, and it will help me with the channel and the website, so thank you for that. Do know that there are no servers in Libya, as in VPN servers in Libya, so you have to connect to other countries such as the United Arab Emirates, which is one of the closer countries to connect to, or Turkey. Do know that the United Arab Emirates is only available with Surfshark, but other nearby countries are Malta, which is also only for Surfshark, Turkey, Cyprus, Greece and Italy, which are available for both services. Number 6, be aware that internet is slow in Libya. It's absolutely slow. And why do I say this? Well, speedtest.com, or no, speedtest.net, sorry, they have a global index where they aggregate all the speed test results from several countries, and they place Libya at place 131 at the time of recording of the 138 that were reported in the list for mobile internet speeds, which means that they are, well, almost the slowest place to use mobile internet, which makes it as slow as Algeria, which is also a neighboring country, and a little bit faster than Sudan, which is also a nearby country, with average download speeds of 11 megabits per second, and upload speed of 5 megabits per second, which is still okay. You can still browse the web fine with that, but it's on the slower end. There are like other places where you can get like 100 plus, so yeah, be aware of that. And to put this into perspective, other neighboring countries like Tunisia and Egypt are like in the 69 and 99, so much faster there. Number 7, what you need to be aware of is that coverage throughout Libya is quite poor. So if you're staying at the north in the capital of Benghazi, coverage should be fine. If you're staying in towns or villages near the highway system, coverage should be fine. If you're going south, expect no coverage. If you're going anywhere else, not close to the highways, expect no coverage. There was one person of Libyana which actually said that they cannot really build any antennas in the south because of it's kind of unsafe to send engineers there, so there's no coverage in South Libya, so be aware of that. Number 8, data prices are expensive in Libya for African standards, North African standards, and also for the world average. Cable.co.uk found that the average price of 1 gigabyte of data throughout the world is 4.24 USD per gigabyte, and they looked at operators all over the world. The Alliance for Affordable Internet, which is also known as A4AI, they focus on places where, well, broadband internet is not as prevalent as Western countries like Europe, for example, or in Australia, New Zealand, and they found that the average cost of 1 gigabyte of data in Africa is 6.45 USD, which is a bit higher than the world average, but it's still okay, at least from my perspective. In Libya, you will pay 11.37 USD per gigabyte, which is much higher than the world average, and it's even much higher than a North African average. So data is expensive in Libya, the quality of service is low, and speeds are low. So yeah, not a very good deal, but hey, that is how it is in Libya. Number 9, the prepaid packages offered by the Libyan operators. Well, on the screen you will see a list of packages that are ranging between 1000 megabytes or 1 gigabyte of data up to 5 gigabytes of data, with an exception for some plans, which I will talk about a little bit later. This table might be a little bit too small to actually read. When we're not, I will actually zoom in when I talk about these specific operators. Once again, these packages are limited to at least 1000 megabytes up to 5 gigabytes. If you want to see a full list of the packages, make sure to go to my blog phonetwiz.com/Libya-guide, where you can read through all the packages, well, in peace. If I would go to all of them, then this video would be too long and you will get bored. So with Libyana, we have 2 packages that actually, or 2 type of bundles that meet these requirements, which are the data only plans and also other data only plans, which are the 4G packs. You will see that the prices are okay, the validities are at least 2 weeks, all the way up to a month or 30 days. But the first 4 packs, they are speed restricted, so you cannot get faster speeds than 2 megabits per second or 8 megabits per second for the 25 LYD pack that comes with 5 gigabytes of data. They also have 2 4G packs which use their 4G LTE network, which is mainly available in the north. So if you go like central Libya, don't get these packages. I don't even think you can buy them because there's no 4G LTE coverage there yet. But for up to 50 LYD, you can get 30 gigabytes at 4G speed. So these speeds are not throttled. When we look at Madar, we will see 2 types of bundles that meet these requirements. We have combo plans and data only plans. For the combo plans, they come with data, minutes and SMS, which are for local use, of course. All these plans have a validity of 30 days. And the H Plus plans, they are just data only plans. The thing is, I contacted Madar to learn about the speed restrictions that they have. They said that they do have speed restrictions, but they do not disclose them. So even though, unlike Libyana, where the speed restrictions are, well, clearly mentioned, I could not really do that one for Madar because, well, they didn't really want to disclose it. So you will not get like insanely fast speeds, even though speeds in Libya are not fast. But be aware of that. And number 10, you may not want to roam or use an international SIM card or mobile hotspot in Libya. As mentioned earlier, Libya is not really a popular travel destination or destination for people to go unless it's for business reasons or diplomatic reasons. And because of that, if you get an international SIM card, if they even cover Libya, which is not many of them, it will be outrageous charges. Mobile hotspots, they don't cover Libya at all, at least not the ones that I'm aware of or know that have a good reputation. And roaming in Libya, there may be some operators that offer some reasonable rates. There could be like the neighboring countries, but when I was looking at their prices, I wasn't really sure if I was like, well, should I recommend that or not? But if you are really interested in, learning more about roaming with your provider, I have a lot of guides about places around the world. If you go to phonetwiz.com/roaming-with-your-provider or roaming-provider, that might be easier link. Yes, let's just use that one. I will create that one, roaming-providers, and there you can actually read guides and actually find out if Libya is covered by your operator. But even knowing that the average price of 1 gigabyte of data is expensive for the world average, it will most likely be cheaper than roaming with your provider. And if you're wondering why is roaming so expensive or why does it have to be so expensive, you can watch this video up there where I just go to why roaming is so expensive, and it's a secret that not many people actually know. So those are the 10 things you need to know about buying a SIM card in Libya. When you know all of this, getting a SIM card in Libya will be a breeze, regardless if you go for Libyana or Madar. With these steps, it will be easy for you to get connected and stay connected safely, especially if you use a VPN of NordVPN or Surfshark. If you're planning on visiting other places in North Africa or Africa in general, make sure to check this playlist where I have guides about buying a local SIM card in these places. And make sure also to check out phonetrails.com where I have these type of guides as well and reviews, but then a written form, but you can find this also in video form on this channel. Make sure to subscribe as well, where I talk about everything related to traveling with your phone travel tips, local SIM card reviews, international SIM cards, mobile hotspots, home with your provider, just everything related to traveling with your phone. That's it for today. Have a good trip in Libya, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.